There we go. Can never do it. But welcome, everybody. Oh my god, it's so freaking loud. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We always get there. The microphones are always at us. But welcome to a Halloween special adventure live stream where you get to control the adventure. We have many poor souls lost in Castle Voldesat, down in the depths where many monsters and traps remain. So, through your actions, speak out in the chat, and I'll do my best to accommodate all that you say. So, adventurers, we don't have much time left. All of my patrons who support the channel are trapped in the dungeons. How many can we free tonight? Castle Voldesat is a bewitched castle, full of many winding stairs and hallways. Many have gone mad, looking for a way out. But now, you awaken. Chris, so long ago. Don't even remember how you got here. But you awaken in the depths of the dungeon. The air is cold and wet. You feel the foul stench on the air. And you can just hear some screams echoing around the chamber. There are rusted iron bars around you. You can see the bones of past prisoners scattered in heaps around you. You can just hear the ever-distant shuffling of other feet, like there's some denizens in these dungeons. What would you like to do? You are currently trapped in the dungeon. We'll just pull out a chat here. Should have had this ready. Test. Have to be scarecrows. Now, there are things you could look at. You could look at the bars. You could look at the remains around you. You could inspect the cells. Where would you like to look? You still hear some of those foreboding distant screams. Reach out in the chat what you would like to do. You want to check out those rusty bars. You go over some of the bars, and you see that one of them is a bit rusted. You give it a bit of a leverage pull. You can feel it kind of creak and strain on some of the steel, and it breaks loose. You have it in your possession, and the gap is now wide enough for your slender forms, your emaciated now form, to slither through the bars. You now stand in the dungeon. Darkness is surrounding you, but you do feel the slight movement of cold air. To your right, you can see that there are some stairs ascending upwards. To your left, looks to be some kind of alcove, perhaps an elevator, and there is a lever inside. And to the front of you, you see there are some more corridors where you can hear the curdling screams of someone in agony. Where would you like to go? Stairs. Screams. Or the lift. Face of the agony. Got it. Start moving towards the screams. Your footsteps on stone. And you get to a dimly lit room and you can see all implements of torture. It's a poor soul, one of the stretching racks. You see this hunched over figure of this kind of hook-beaked, kind of like caretaking look, like person. He's very kind of shadowy, sunken eyes, and he looks like he's taking great pleasure in reveling and trying to destroy this poor soul. Well, if Oldesat told me to keep you alive, well, I could still have my fun. What would you like to do? It looks like he is kind of distracted, trying to pick out which torture implement he would like to torture this poor soul with. Would you like to stay in the room? Would you like to have a look around? Would you like to move on? You still have the rusty bar, yes. You would like to attempt to attack the caretaker. You steel your courage and move cautiously towards him. A test. A test of dice? We should. 19. Your courage is strong tonight. Even with the newfound freedom of escaping from that cell, you rush towards him, and you clobber him in the back of the head. Multiple times. You don't stop. It's gruesome. You land, the caretaker is now on a heap on the ground. You can see his blood now filling the floor. And you look at the poor, weary soul on the stretching rack. What an inch from death. And you look at the caretaker's body. And you see that he has some kind of talisman on him. You take it. You take the talisman. You look at the poor, weary soul, and even if you freed him, he would not have the strength to survive what's left. You take the talisman. Now, where would you like to go? There are no more points of exit from this room. Would you like to stay? Or would you like to go back to the stairs? Or the lift? And have a look around a bit more. You poke around at some of the rusty implements, and you pick up one of the more humbling daggers. It seems to be quick and sharp enough to defend yourself. So you now have a dagger, and you now have your soul for now. Dagger. Talisman. Where would you like to go now? The stairs. Going home. That's what calls you. Your mother's humble stew. It's what you quench for. You head towards the stone stairs. As you approach the stairs, you see they wind upwards into darkness. Your eyes are now slightly accustomed to these shadows. And as you peer through these stairs, you feel this immense cold coming from the stairs. This ghostly mist trails down every step. What would you like to do? Answer me! Progress up the stairs. Or turn back. Start to approach the stairs. Start to feel this immense cold. And you start to slip because that mist is wet. Your foot start to fall backwards. You start to try and save yourself. And 18. You manage to catch your footing. Up the stairs. Seems like there's some kind of work safety issue here. Stairs shouldn't be this wet. You continue up the stairs. You still see more of that mist going. And at the top of the stairs, you see that there is a humble crypt. Several sarcophagus. And in the center of the room, you see that there is some kind of glass smoking orb. It seems to be the source of the mist as it bellows forth. And you're almost entranced by it. You start walking towards it without hesitation. You start to hear these whispers kind of pick up in your mind. It starts to take hold of you. You start to feel strange, like something is taking care. What do you do? You grasp the talisman in your hand. Feel this magic take over you. Start to feel your life start to drain. Oh, the talisman has saved your life. And as the whispers clear, so does the orb vanish. And you see gold, treasures line the crypt. What was death and fear and dread? It's not filling the room anymore. But treasures and trinkets. Oh, this could pay for so much. It seems to be a wealth of the Voldesat castle. What would you like to do? You see that there are many treasures around you, but you also see there are stairs to the far of the room. Would you like to touch it? Would you like to search the treasure for something of value? It does look real as gold itself. You test it with your foot, just check if it's real metal. It seems to take purchase. and your eye is drawn to something of great value, of not only gold, but of your own patron. And you take a holy symbol made of solid gold. You feel like this will protect me in these times. But you dare not test any more of the treasure. No. No. Don't test it. Don't test it! Don't. A warning. You continue up the stairs, and the second you start to step away from that treasure, it vanishes. You still have the holy symbol in your hand. You continue up the stairs. No more screams for now coming from the dungeon, but you continue on. So brave are you. So brave are you. Testing fate. Oh, not much time left. Not much time. You continue up the stairs. When you enter what seems to be the main halls of the castle, it's dimly lit. And you see, there are many winding halls and stairways and doors. You don't know which way to go. You're turned around, but you can see that there is a window to the left and stairs to the right. What would you like to do? A seasoned adventurer you are. Seasoned you are, indeed. You look up! And it is a lavish castle, adorned with many tapestries. Nothing dangerous, it seems. Perhaps the odd gargoyle. Gargoyle. But you head over to the window. You can see flashes of lightning outside. The weather is poor out there. And you can see, just through the mist and veil of rain, your far town, your homely village. Dimly lit, firelit windows, flickering like beacons of hope for you. It doesn't look too far down. The walls are slick from rain, and there are some vines. Would you like to chance it? Would you like to chance the window? Very good. You see rain and lightning furiously streak the sky. Start to grab what you can. The vines. Your foot slips slightly. Oh no. You slip on the stone. You start falling. You're dead. Never alive again. You awaken in the dungeon. A new soul. Mikey G, as they called you. That was in your past life. But you seem to be in the same cell. Bars, slightly rusted. Heaps of bones. What would you like to do? You do hear the distant screams happening again. But it's hard to tell where the source is from. Would you like to test the bars again, or search the room? Search the room. Ah, you do not have the dagger. This is a new soul. Chris Andrews has passed. He is no more. We have Mikey G now, searching the room. You search the heaps of bones. You find the weary souls. And it looks like one of them has a rusted dagger. You take it, you snatch it, fiercely. Scrawlings on the wall, you see etched with fingernails, just the claws of desperate souls trying to get out. No words. You have the rusted dagger. You unceremoniously scatter the other bones around. Don't find anything else. You want to attempt to break a bone to a sharp point. Very good. 6. It's hard to break. Try again and again. It seems to be making a lot of noise. Start to hear footsteps coming in your direction. Would you like to hide? Or stay in the open? Take some of the bones and try to hide yourself within them. Try to make yourself hidden, but you feel the footsteps stop. Sense there is a presence at the bars, looking into the room. He's silhouetted in darkness, just mere light just on the edge of him.
Still sleeping. Lazy sod.
Starts to walk away. You have a bone, and you have a dagger. The gate is still locked, though. What would you like to do? Try the bars. Pick the lock. Inspect the stonework. Okay. You go to test the bars. They're a lot fresher in this cell, it seems. None give. Pick the lock with the bones. He still managed to break one of the bones. He gave away the sound, but we're able to take one of these sharpened bones and pick the lock. It is open. Look around for the shadowy figure. It's hard to tell in this darkness. But you see the stairs. You hear the screams coming from ahead of you at some distant room. And there is the lift. What would you like to do? You want to talk to the figure? Oh, you want to talk to the person scream? Of course. You head towards the screams. Head towards the screams, to the same torture cell. You see a different soul now on the torture rack. His eyes are weary, malnourished. He's thrown back. There's no one torturing him right now. He looks in your direction. Please! Save me! He'll be back soon! Help me! You look in the room. You don't see anyone there. Go up to the figure. Cautiously. You can see there's not much binding him to this thing. The figure is so weakened. Can barely break free. Alright. I'll keep an eye out. So you know what you're doing. Okay. We would like to pick the lock on the chains. Definitely do so. He is in tattered rags. An elderly folk, hard to tell, so malnourished. And he says, "Thank you. You saved me. I can barely stand. I'll just slow you down. But here, take this." You give him the bone, and he gives you a set of keys. Yes, you have the keys now. That's disease. No, keys. 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 You have the keys. He's standing malnourished, but he's looking for a way out. You're still on your own. Would you like to progress to the stairs or the lift? What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Stairs again. You move over to the stairs. You see ghostly mist pouring forth. Start to step upwards. You start to slip. Catch your feet. You make your way up the stairs. Get to the top of the stairs. You see it's a dimly lit one cellar. Several barrels and bottles of wine litter the walls. It seems to be a long cellar of some kind. You can inspect the barrels, inspect the wine bottles, or continue onwards. As you see, there are more stairs on the far end of the room. Go over to one of the bottles. Take it. It seems to be a perfectly normal bottle of wine. Would you like to open it? And you want to inspect the barrels as well. Seems to be full of some kind of red liquid. You suspect to be wine. Pour more wine down the stairs. You could just as easily break open this bottle. There are many here. Who would miss it? You smash the bottle. Its shards splinter across the room, but now you have a broken bottle to use as a weapon. Many sharp objects in possession now. You go to inspect a few of the barrels. There are 3. Which one would you like to open? The left, the right, or the middle? The middle. As you broke open the bottle, it smelled like coppery metal. It didn't smell like fine wine. You assume it to be blood. You go over to the middle casket and inspect it. Seems to be more of that red liquid. It is indeed blood. Gallons of it. Stockpiled for a long winter. Any writing? No writing on the barrel. On the script. Hush, hush. Blood wine. Like chai. The left barrel. Also, more of this red blood gushing all over the floor. Your footsteps now just drenched in blood. You can see it start to pour down the steps. One more barrel to go. You'd like to leave the barrel. We'll leave the barrel for now. As you continue on through the room now, broken bottle in hand, through the blood, it squelches around your feet. You start to go upwards, and you're in the main halls of the castle now. Look around. Winding hallways. You see large ornate rug in the middle of the hallway. You see a door to your right and stairs that continue upwards on your left. Would you like to go to the stairs, inspect the rug, or go to the right? avoid the rug for now. And you continue up the stairs. You continue up the stairs. And you start to see a large room. The stairs enter into this large circular room filled with broken silver mirrors. The room is completely pitch dark. You can almost hear the shards glistening in the darkness. Would you like to explore the room more? You can almost feel it. Like eyes in the room watching you. Something's here. Continue through the room. So brave are you, continuing through the room. Continue onwards, the shards crackling under your feet. Step by step, start looking at the mirrors. The silver shards reflecting whatever lightning and storm happening outside through the walls. You hear something shuffle in the room. Like some of the shards shift. Would you like to continue towards the sound, inspect the room more, or continue on to the window at the far room, inspect outside? Okay, start feeling your way towards the room, going towards the window. Start to hear something in the room, some kind of creature. It lurches out towards you. Seems to be some kind of small bat-like creature. This goblin-eyed kind of form with these bat-like ears and these large fangs. You start to wrestle with it. You reach for your bottle. You'd like to stab. You stab it right in the gut. It starts to bleed all over the silver. You start to get to your feet. You're bewildered, you're confused. You start going towards the window. It starts to get to its feet, scrambling towards you, slips on one of the shards, and gores itself. You can just see now the rain outside. This bat-like creature now standing in blood of its own ichor around the silvery shards. You take it, and you cast it out. Whatever life it had left, it lets out a blood-curdling scream. No. You'd see it slaw at the bottom of the courtyard. You're about 100 feet up. Stones are slick on the sides of the window, but you do see that there is some kind of wooden trellis on this side of the castle. Looks a bit more sturdier than last time. Would you like to keep progressing through the window onto the wooden scaffold. I'll go back into the hallway. So brave, are you? So brave. You continue onto the wooden scaffold. It creaks, it strains under your feet. Try to find your balance as it kind of sways. You're able to find it. Continue along the scaffold, carefully climbing down the ladder. You make it to the courtyard. You can see it now. Hope! Hope at the far end of this courtyard. Gate. The gate is there, open. Do you run? Tread cautiously. Cautious. Try to stick to the outskirts of the courtyard, in the muck, in the hay. Whatever is around here, you see these chariots, these carts, these wagons. Used to be traveling some noble up to these castles. You do see one of those bat-like creatures in the middle of the hall, in the courtyard, skulking around. Make it into the gates. You can taste freedom on the air. Mikey G has been freed. But we have another adventurer awakening in the depths, in the dungeon, in the cell. And this time, the gate is open. There's nothing holding you in this cell. You look down at your emaciated form, weary, your head fuzzy. You don't hear any screams this time. Zorn, you do feel the need to leave Castle Valdezat. Where would you like to go? To the stairs or to the lift? This is a new adventure. One has been freed. Mikey G's soul has been saved. The lift. Of course. Why not? Why not try it? So brave are you! In these depths, in Castle Valdezat. Not much time left. We walk over to the lift. And you can see it's a wooden lift. Looks precarious. But there is a lever inside. And there are some wooden gears that tumble at the ready to be engaged. And engage the lift upwards. You would like to inspect the lift. How terribly stupid of you. Have a look at the lift. You see that the lever is slightly misattached. With some quick thinking, you're able to fix it. That could have been dangerous. But you pull the lever. It starts to progress upwards. Slow at first. And for a moment you feel like it was going to give way and start accelerating. But it catches itself. It keeps going upwards until it stops at the top. You are now within what looks to be some kind of tower bedroom. Strange. Why would not someone need direct access to the dungeon? You see an ornate rug in the middle of the room. You see some fine pieces of armor. There is a window, and there is a door. You see some fine swords on the walls as well. Oh, you are too weary to wear the armor, but you are spirited enough to grab the sword. A fine steel blade, slightly ornate, bejeweled. This could pay for many meals for your family back home, Zorn. You are armed now. Outside, you still see the door. See the window curiously strike with lightning outside. And there is also the door. Take the lift back down. That is certainly an option. You go back in the lift and you try to pull the lever. It seems to be stuck. Would you like to continue to pull it? Re-engage the lift? Or can you continue through the door or the window? The door. You head over to the door. You test it. Open the door. Step through. More hallway. A long, ornate rug that continues down. And you see at the far end some stairs that descend. You see a door on the left side of the hallway. Would you like to continue down the hallway to the stairs, or take the door on the left? Choose wisely. So curious. Well, go over to the door and you open it. And you see, it is a large room with a pipe organ on the far end. No musical notes come forth from it. And in the middle of the room, you see a round, ornate rug. Its crimson tassels beckoning you forward. Would you like to continue into the room? You also see some windows in this room as well. There is sheet music. So observant, scattered terrain. You go over to the sheet music. Your eyes transfixed on it. Stepping through the room. But as you're walking towards the music, dread grips you. As you feel the rug collapse underneath your feet. You start to fall. It seems to be hundreds of feet, falling, and you land into some water. You now stand in a narrow pool, stone pool, this large cylindrical room that continues upwards, paddling water. Can't feel the bottom. You can feel something move in the water, like there's something there. You peer into the water, try to strain your eyes through the muck. Its foul stench fills your nostrils. But you do manage to see something at the bottom. There is some kind of lever. A lever there. You dive downwards. Dive. Diving. Closer. You start to feel something in the room. In the water. Brush past you. You feel something tug as this tentacled creature starts to pull in your direction. It claws at your leg. You can feel blood start to fill the water. Would you like to lash out at it? You still have your sword. One last try. You lash out at the creature. Oh no. You feel it pull you into its maw, and it crunches slowly into your flesh. Oh, so brave you were, but now you are dead, and you have perished. You're dead. Time's up. Only one soul saved tonight. Mikey G, you will make your way back through the rain to your homely village. I can't wait to get back. And you can swear you hear from the castle the slight sound of laughter echoing. Well, happy Halloween, folks, and thank you for joining me for this interesting experiment, this adventure. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments. And perhaps we'll do something like this in the future again. If you stay tuned, there will be a new episode dropping after this live stream. So I hope to see you there in the chat. And thank you to all my patrons who are supporting the show, especially Chris Andrus, Luke Mansberger, John A. Johnson, and Charisma on Command. Thank you very much for joining me for this live stream. And until next time, happy Halloween.